The media landscape is changing in such enormous ways. You know, the newspapers are being challenged, nightly news is being challenged, everything is being redefined. I think that throughout all that change, public radio has proved to be kind of a beacon in the storm. They've been consistent, they've been solid, and they've really served the community. And I felt like we owed it to Detroit to kind of help tell their story.
One of the keys to the success of radio, or the relevance of radio, is its ability to connect with people.
Reminder, join WDET tonight at 7 for the Moth Story Slam. 10 yet-to-be-chosen storytellers compete unrehearsed in front of a live audience.
Welcome to the Detroit Moth Story Slam.
Fantastic Alex Trajano will be hosting. That's the Moth Story Slam tonight at Cliff Bell's in downtown Detroit. Want to make sure that you get out there.
We try and have a lot of different variety here, different shows, music. It really brings the community together.
Yeah, I think WDET has a fantastic role as a connector, really, to connect all the little pools of regeneration, the little sparks that are happening, and hopefully make it into a bigger thing by constantly showing people, hey, you're not alone in doing this.
One of the things I like about Detroit right now is that people who you wouldn't necessarily see cooperating are cooperating. People who, you know, the nonprofits and the for-profits, the foundations, the individual donors, all these people are sort of saying, oh, we need to get involved at the street level and be helping the institutions that are helping our community.
Well, I think for us in particular, it was really important that we find a way to acknowledge who we really are. The WDET Team Detroit, partnership, what was, I think, really powerful for our staff was seeing how people at Team Detroit really wore their feelings about the mission of the radio station on their sleeve.
For my organization, Team Detroit, it was a fascinating chance to take what I thought was a really important cornerstone of the community, to kind of crystallize that into a brand vision and into a new look and feel.
Anytime you evolve a brand, it needs to be something that feels current and modern and contemporary today, but 5, 10 years from now, it still needs to be relevant as well. We really wanted to look at Detroit and look at all the beautiful things in Detroit and really have that inspire the color palette and some of what we've created. We also looked a little bit back into history. We looked at Blue Note album covers. We looked at some of the graphic language and the style and the color.
With the new branding that's come along, we're incorporating that throughout the whole website. All of our content's going to be very shareable. Everyone's going to want to comment on it, connect with Facebook, and just something that's very interactive and very up-to-date as far as that goes.
The new brand reflects a new kind of public radio, one that is hip, one that is in tune with what's going on today, and one that wants to learn, as a way of keeping abreast of what's happening.
Building a successful web experience is about connecting with your audience. A lot of the hosts on WDET are already connecting with their audiences. Craig Foley and Ann DeLisi, just to name a couple, are using the site itself and the social media to engage their audiences.
Social media has made a huge difference in the way that I approach the program, the way that we approach everything we do here at WDET, because the feedback is immediate. Just about 6 minutes left in the Craig Foley Show for this Thursday. Thank you very much for being with me today, and we're going to learn just a bit later what is going to happen to the University of Michigan's football program. I want to know what you think. I've already got one comment that came in from Rusty who says Rich Rod should be fired so the Wolverines can begin building a Big Ten team.
And so this toolkit that Team Detroit has delivered and the way of thinking about our work that they've influenced, I think it's just gonna accelerate that process. And I think then that really gets to the nut, the essential part of the public service mission, is that you just have to make the work more available to more people.
I think Detroit has been undergoing a pretty radical transformation, and we're able to really bring a lot of that into focus.
I think without WDET, Detroit can get that message out. I just think it's 10 times harder.
For people to realize that there's a dialogue going on about Detroit and the WDET plays an important role in it is critical, both for the station's future, but also for our own future.